Hello?
It-
Hello, world. Okay, before anything, mic check, baby. Can you hear us in the live? Just to be sure.
Hello, hello, we are busy buddies.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. Okay, let's go. Let's get started. We finally made it through. It was such a crazy few days trying to just put this all together. So happy to be here. Thank you, everyone that is already joining us. Don't forget to retweet, join the chat, and stay with us for a great conversation. Before anything, let me say hello to my co host, Ellie. How are you, baby? How is being everything?
Hello, everyone. This is Ellie. It's been a long time. We've done some crazy things lately. Super busy, and then a lot of updates from the PC game side. And I figure, I think last week it was a very chaos week, right? We went into a lot of stuffs, and then it's actually a lot of these things inspiring me and Jana to do this thing together to create these shows. We should be here. We should always be and here. So super happy. I didn't prepare much. I was today. We just enjoy and test all the flow, and then run this thing together. Start running everything. So yes, pretty good. Pretty happy.
That's
Let's see how
awesome.
it goes today. And Jenna, I gotta give you credit for this one. The layout looks crazy. It looks insane.
Thank you. No, that was a teamwork. It was very hard, guys, to put this together. I mean, not very hard, but just like a lot of moving pieces. We wanted to be sure to have this beautiful green layout showing numbers moving. We have Solana, we have BTC, we have BC token moving all together. So you also can stay updated in the market and everything that is going on. So I'm very excited, very excited. World Cup, it was a whole thing. Everyone was very busy. Right now the market is pretty much, people are just like, yeah, not very excited. So I thought was a really good moment for us to be doing this, because I mean, with these beautiful ladies here, you don't need much more than that, right? So let me say hello to our beautiful guests of today. Let's start with Gina, my princess. Long time no see. How are you? How is everything?
Hi, thanks for having me. This is really exciting. I know you guys did put in a lot of time and work to get this here, so I'm excited to be here today. Thanks so much.
I'm looking forward to having you, baby. And what about Leslie? How are you, princess? How it's been?
Oh my goodness gracious, it wouldn't unmute. Hello, my beautiful ladies. Very excited to be here for the first Baddie stream. Thank you for having me, Ellie and Jenna. And rock on with the production of how it looks. It looks freaking great. And I know doing a live stream is not easy. There's a lot of technical and background work. So kudos to you, Jenna. It looks freaking awesome.
I'm just so happy that it's working, to be honest. I have done a few times all
We did.
myself, and I was like, I was just, yeah, I'm just happy that it's working. I think Annabelle is in the chat already, and she was just mentioning like about my mic be more out loud. So I just change a little bit. Let's see if it is better now. But yeah, I mean, we are here.
For me,
We are
for me, you
audible
sound great.
barely. Yeah, that is the thing. I'm using different microphones in different places, right? In the OBS, the whole setup, I have to use another microphone, which is a professional one. Is this one here? But then you girls listening me from the other one. But anyway, we can hear, even if it's barely. I hope it's I hope it's better anyway. But anyway, let's get started with this. Thank you so much, everyone that is already joining. It's the first time. From this, we'll only get better. 100%. Before anything, also, thank you, all the girls. Thank you, everyone that is joining us. And as I said, this is gonna be a very chill, good conversation with these incredible ladies and everyone that will be joining us in the chat. To get started, I guess we do need to do a very quick rundown what is going on in the market, which I know is not not anything good, right? But it's a good moment for us to just take a look very quick to be updated with what is going on. So let's take a look here in this beautiful page that is also working. I'm so happy right now. But let's go. First things first, Bitcoin is at 64K, which, I mean, it's pretty bad. We are maybe in, I mean, we are definitely we have been in a bear market for a while now, but we are 28% down if we look to the beginning of January this year. So keep being great moments to buy Bitcoin. I keep saying this over and over again. Then we go to Ethereum, which also have been just pretty much not doing much. It's at the 1.5, 1.8K right now, which also had a great Ethereum ETFs inflow during this month, getting a great recovery after having the worst month ever on June. So not even the institutions wanted to buy Ethereum during these bear market times. Well, then going to BNB, also a great one. It's pretty much doing exactly the same thing as Bitcoin, and it is literally at the same 28% down if we compare with January. Then looking at XRP, exactly same thing. We also can mention here very quick that we have everyone is talking about the Clarity Act, and as long as things are moving on Clarity Act, all the rest is just waiting. But XRP in particular is very connected with traditional finance, bridging into blockchain and crypto. So this one is definitely just waiting for more news and more things to happen on that part. And then we go to Solana, one of our favorites, I guess, of course. One thing that I can say about Solana is, first of all, I didn't expect to see Solana at this price. Really didn't. Not even during the bear, to be honest. But one thing that is very exciting to know is that Solana right now is doing a major testing to upgrade their speed. And this upgrade is not just just a little bit faster, 2 times, 3 times. They are making this 85 times faster than already is right now. This is gonna be a major upgrade in the chain, in the whole contract, and it's definitely coming in the next few months. So we definitely can expect a pump on this one sooner than later. And then we can go look into some of the news, which again is we don't have much. We have just been talking about the Clarity Act, and then talking about one of the saddest moments that we are living right now, which is the third wave right now from the code card hacked, which for those that doesn't know and haven't been following, well, it's pretty much just a bunch of Bitcoin being stole from cold wallets, which literally majority have been from OGs that had a lot of Bitcoin. I mean, not all of them had a lot of Bitcoin, but many people that had been holding Bitcoin for many years had their wallets hacked because of an issue on the contract of the device, which the issue was generated and happened in 2021. And now the hackers found a door and they now have been stealing. And yesterday we had the third wave of people going hacked, and now we are talking about 130 million that were stolen on Bitcoin. So I don't think we can go worse than that. Girls, what do you think?
I also don't think like for a very very long time we always saying that cold wallet is the basically is the safe, and in bull market we actually just we don't want much, we don't want to trade much. Even the best trader, they're chilling a little bit in the bear market, and then they might be one thing that they want the best from the bear market might be I just want to keep my fund safe. So this actually makes me thinking right now, what is the safest way to save my Facts. Where should I put my money at? What do you girls think? Starting with you, Leslie, what do you think right now? After hearing the something news like this, what is so far the safest way that you think you're gonna put your money in?
It makes me question everything now because what the fudge is truly safe? You know, it's like even now, cold wallets are not even safe anymore. I don't know. It just gives you a lot to think, right? It's like we are trying to move away from banks because of the centralization. And then it's like we're trying to self custody. But then it's like, how can we self custody if we really don't have the education or do the research and education to really stay safe and understand what is safe? And then you get onto certain platforms and then thinking they're safe, you know, thinking that they can't get hacked and they do. And then they drain all your funds. And then you're like, what the fudge? You know, what is really safe, even when you do your own due diligence?
Yes, that's the
I
worst
think
part. Yes.
multi-sigs are really undershilled. If you guys don't know what a multi-sig wallet is, it's multiple signatures that need to be signed in order to trigger the transaction. So I just kind of think like you need, like, you know how you have like the lock on your door and then you have the top lock. I think we need to
Yeah.
talk more about the top lock as
Mhm.
well.
100%. Well, we don't really talk that much educational wise about cold wallets. Not enough. I mean, we don't talk about educational wise about almost anything, unfortunately. People don't like to consume educational content, especially when it comes to crypto, which becomes quite technical. But nowadays, the multi-sig wallet is option is definitely great. I also have been searching for more options where on top of your seed phrase, we also add another seed phrase, which is not the phrase that was generated and is the 24 or 12 phrases. So there is a few options, but it's still how incredibly uneasy it is to have this feeling that even though maybe you are using a cold wallet, you did everything right, you need to go an extra mile just to be completely safe right now. So again, could this be the bottom, or are we expecting to go even more down? What do you all think?
I think we're going to go down more.
I think so too. I think we might go up a little bit and then we're going to do another pullback before we go higher. So it's like, you know, right now there's a lot of I've been seeing it on the timeline, you know, like we've hit bottom, you know, the bottom is in, the bottom is in. I'm like, how do you really know when the bottom is in? You know, we see a lot of the KOLs, people that have like huge followers saying the bottom is in and etc. But then we've seen time and time again, anytime that, you know, a whole crew starts talking about the bottom is in, what happens?
It
We
goes more
freaking
down.
go down. And, you know, we were seeing right now before I came in here, I was in a space and they were talking about there's a pump, you know, with, no, I can't remember, but one of the cryptos was going up
Mm,
and they were talking about, you know, it's like, what is happening? Why did it take a quick, you know, run up? And people are going in. So you might just be, you know, fish for the whales before, you know, they dump again. So
yep.
it's like you have to be careful out there. I mean, I agree with Gina. I don't think that we're going high. I think we're still going to go a little bit lower. A little
Yeah,
bit, who knows? Maybe a
agree.
lot of bit.
Maybe a lot. Yeah. Regardless, DTA is still the best way I have been doing for a long time. My entry have all been bit around the 60. I think I did buy a little bit in 59. Yeah, but not sure. But it's still around this whole where can I save my money? Where can I have my money? Ellie, where do you hold your money these days? Are you already taking cash and putting under your mattress or something like that? I have been thinking about that
No.
actually. No? Okay.
Generally, myself is very. I hate complicated things. I know that we mentioned cold wallet, and a lot of people actually abdicate. They try to abdicate me. They try to put things in my mind that cold wallet is the safest. And even my friends did ever like send me cold wallet, because like when you go into crypto events, usually you have a lot of merch and stuff from the brand. So my friends actually tried to push me to try some of this cold wallet, and I never did. I just casually save it in my hot wallet. And now you just talk about, like, I was thinking that how should I let my mom know about this, because like when this is a bear market. I
Yeah.
barely trade. For me, I just accumulating, like, by earning, by working and stuff. And I was thinking that, okay, since the bag is growing a little bit bigger, and then I was wondering how should I let my mom know about this if anything happens to me. Every time I was in a lot of trips before, and then every time I was thinking, how should can I send like 15 of these sea face to my mom, and then send one to my very important person, and then if anything happens to me, and then like how can they communicate with each other, and then my friend would tell my mom's the last phase. This is actually something I was wondering, like, I put
That's
but to
a
your
good
question,
question.
I mainly put.
I was just talking
I'm
with my
sorry.
brother. I was literally I just came home from visiting my family, and I was just talking with my brother about this. And I'm like, I need to like talk with my friends and figure out, like, if something ever happens to me, how you're gonna get this money,
Oh,
because I'm
so
not gonna
so
give it,
every
I'm not giving the seed phrase now,
everyone
but
was thinking.
because if something happens to him, what if, like, he gets theft in his like place, so that's a good idea to put it in two different places. I didn't think of that.
Okay, but what is our solution for now, Gina? What did you decide after your conversation today?
I like that, to give part of the seed phrase and then the other part to another person, because then you
Yeah.
minimize your risk. There you go.
Yeah.
If something happens,
Okay, I like
I like
that. Well, I would
that. That's
definitely do this, which I think is really good idea. The multi-sig is also similar with this. It's just not about you splitting your seed phrase between two people, but you actually having to have more than one person or devices that will authorize transactions to happen. And this is more about the part of keeping yourself safe. But I think the best thing to say, maybe mass advice, is splitting between many different places, many different cold wallets, or even hot wallets if you want to use a hot wallet. And then the part about living for family is a little bit more tricky. But let's say nowadays I have more than one device where the money is there. I would just have to make sure that they would go to the right person once maybe something happens, right? Leslie, do you have any advice or tip about this, even on the safety part, or how to be sure someone can get access to the money if you are not able to?
Prior to what happened with the cold card exploit, one of the things that I was an advocate was for cold wallets. And the reason being is because we all know that it keeps your private keys offline, right? But with all these cold wallets too, it's like, how do we even know that their firmware or whatever they're doing is up to code, or that it's working? Because that was part of the exploit. And what happened this last month, due to that exploit, a lot of people lost money. Attackers drained, what was it, over 2,000 in BTC from thousands of affected wallets.
Yep.
And I was doing a little research of what happened. And, it was due to, I guess, one of something that had to do with their longstanding firmware bug.
Yep.
And, I guess there was some kind of integration error that was introduced a few years ago with an older version that they had. So I'm not sure exactly what happened or if it was updated, but it had to do with a lot of people that had the cold wallets, since 2021. So it's like, how do we know that we are going to be safe with other, wallets that are out there? How do we know that we're going to be safe with Ledger, Trezor?
Yeah,
Keystone or
that's
whatever other cold wallets are out there, that we're not going to be exploited now.
yeah, that is the bad thoughts and feeling that we are all feeling right now. I went to research
Mhm.
also after this whole exploit, but just to add here, as you were mentioning, it was almost 2,000 BTC that were stolen. Right now is around 114 million across many
Oh,
waves. Right now we had three. We are on the third. I hope that the fourth doesn't come really. Let's hope, right? But yeah, it was because of one issue back of 2021, and then now hackers could found that door and use to exploit and do all of this madness, which is extremely sad. But I would definitely encourage everyone right now to start researching. I started researching myself, creating some content about this. It's quite technical, but the thing is, once you understand about your seed phrase and that there is a few ways to generate a seed phrase, and all these different wallets, they have different ways. The one that I am using right now is the Trezor, and I was researching how they split your seed phrase between two places. So they make sure that, let's say the device was hacked, or something on the software that is behind the device is hacked by hackers. The other portion, it is in your computer, let's say. It is attached to the moment you created your account, and the idea is that they are in separated places. The algo, the thing that generated the seed phrase, is separated, are different things, and then the seed phrase come together as one. And if one side is hacked, the other side, I mean, it's pretty much impossible for them to be hacking your computer and your other thing. Hack these things, find these options of the half of seed phrase, connecting them together. It's just impossible. It's not possible. But again, I don't really believe in this impossible thing, right? I just go and be like, okay, everything is possible in life. I will just be ready for everything. But with that said, I want to go talk about some more exciting things. For now, just about you research, do your homework, right? Deciding the best thing. But I think the best advice might be living on different places, and then, yeah, just hope for the best, I guess.
Here's that. All right, enough with market updates
Yes, sir.
on Jenna's very educational advice for how to keep your funds safe. We love to move into the next segment. Actually, next segment we set as a very fun Q&A part. But since this is a first time episode, we want to make things easy. We want to make things chill. We will save the big talk to the future episode. So I want to start with some fun topics first. Like we're Baddie talk. We're Baddies here. Um, People always talk about girls in the crypto. Like what are they doing there? They just creating some selfies, posting every day, or are they really doing their real stuff? So let's introduce ourselves to our audience. Let's tell our audience, I guess, how we joined the crypto space. Let's start with you, at Leslie. How did you join? Like first time join the crypto? What kind of opportunities you ran into, and then you start to knowing all of these?
I actually joined crypto back late 2021, 2022. And I came for crypto and I stayed for the NFTs. So when I came searching for, I work with a friend in the banking industry, and then I saw her all over TV. She had retired because of crypto, and I was like, okay, this isn't play money; it's for real. So she was like, yeah, go to. At that point, it was Twitter. Go to Twitter, here's some YouTube videos, and there's a lot of spaces where you can get a lot of information about crypto. And I stumbled across NFTs. And at that point, we were like, what, Web3? And I actually ended up investing a lot in NFTs. A lot of them are worth pennies right now.
Oh, sad story.
It was a whirlwind. And then a few years after, I started working with this media company, and that's kind of where I started learning more about crypto. I started going to conferences, and I started seeing firsthand the utility of what some platforms were building, and, that we can survive off of working and creating on blockchain. And that's kind of where, I stayed. And now I do shows where I'm humanizing the people of, the information is very fragmented, very technical. And a lot of the times we really don't get to meet the person or the human behind what they're building. So that's kind of what I'm doing now, more of media reporting and understanding what's happening in the industry.
All
And
right.
I'm Leslie Mota, everybody, for the ones that don't know. Now you know.
All right. I wanna dig a little bit more about the NFT part because I came after that. I know that a lot of people they make their first success in NFT. So I want to actually ask Leslie, do you have any like NFT investment back then? It's actually right
I
now it's become successful.
I do. And when I first started, I got drained. So I
Oh my
had
God.
pudgy penguins, I had lacy lions, I had humanoids back in the day. They were big. And I had wow. And this is where I learned my first lesson. It was within that first year. I went to an event in Miami and I scanned my QR code and everything was on my phone. And I got drained and I didn't realize it until I got back home. So if I would have realized it within that night, they actually drained me within 24 hours. So it was a huge hit. I built a little bit of that portfolio back up, but discouraged. But this is where I became a big advocate of learning, being safe. I don't scan any QR codes. I don't care who you are. When I go to events, now they're like, scan the QR code. And I was like, nope, nope. And they're like, no, it's safe. I don't care. No, I'm not scanning. So I don't scan anything. And that was a big learning lesson for me.
Okay, that's the
But now
second
with crypto,
lesson.
yeah.
That is a sad
That
lesson, but it's
that is a very, very sad lesson.
okay. But I think everybody have to have some sad lessons, at least until now. My main one of the rules in my mind is that for you to be truly into crypto, blockchain overall, NFTs, whatever, you have to have one of these hard lessons in your life. It happens. It makes you stronger, 100%. Makes you understand the
Yeah.
power of all of these, right? So even though it's a very sad story, Leslie, I'm sorry for that. But
No.
you found
And
your
because of that, yeah, and because of that, Jenna, too, I don't click on any links. And I remember at one point or another in spaces, we started singing Too Legit to Click because we were not going to click anything.
I don't click.
I mean, this is completely sad story. I'm a lazy person myself. I never click any link, but not because of this risk control mind and stuff. So I just like I don't like to click into anything. Just tell me what you want. So I guess this
I don't
I
click
guess
on
Tell me
we
what you
it.
want.
Never.
She's like, tell me
Never.
what you
I'm
want. I'll
not
give it to you,
clicking
but I
into
won't click.
I'm not
Reset your
clicking into
password here. No, I won't click. I like that.
literally. But I got my set part of crypto. I'll share a little bit of that later. But I want to go into with Gina first, and then how did you get into crypto first, and which who brought you here? Or what brought you here?
So I bought SHIB at the top. And I was like, oh, everyone's like, this is gonna be like the next big thing. It had just hit Coinbase. And for a little bit, I was in profit for a very little bit, and then I was not. And I was like, okay, this stuff sucks. This is just horrible. So then my neighbor got into NFTs and the NBA Top Shot. It was like you know how they have the Pokemon things now where everyone's like opening the packs?
Yep.
So you would open up virtual sports cards and you could get different players and stuff like that. Well, my neighbor did it and they would buy like these $50 packs and they ended up being worth like 20 grand. And I was like, what? No way. And I'm like, okay, well, I've got to at least try it. I came into the top of that as well. And I was just like, what is going on? And then, but when they told me, they're like, the crypto community is on Twitter. So I made the profile, and I was like going into spaces, and then I would just be like, hi, I'm Gina, new here, blah, blah, blah. And then I got very consumed with like learning because everyone really, we were all learning the whole space at that time. And it was really fun. And then one of my friends was like, you need to do this. And I'm like, okay. So it was from Board Ape Yacht Club. And then I bought the land and then I got a coda. And I was like, okay, now I finally like get the good crypto story, you know? So I was like, oh, amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
a
that was,
good one. You sold
yeah,
it?
yeah. I'm sorry.
Did you sell?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, now
Absolutely.
it's definitely a good start.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, you had to, it was like 3 grand just to like get it with gas and everything like
Yes.
that. I think like, yeah, it was pretty outrageous. It's kind of stupid if you think about it looking back. Like you either like made 3 grand, made however much, or lost 3 grand.
I
The
definitely
gas
wouldn't get
were,
that.
yeah, Ellie, like did you come in when like Ethereum, like with gas and stuff like that to the space? Oh my God, like the amount of money that I've spent on gas fees is insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, that's my start. And then yeah, I got scammed. So I made all this money and then I got scammed. So rebuilding, getting back to it, just like Leslie, just like, everyone else. At least, you have your friends that have gone through it and they'll be like, okay, well, sucks to suck, but get back to work, and just as quick as you make it is as quick as you can lose it. But it's just about getting smarter, and learning from what you're doing. And that's really, I think, what the space will reward the most.
You guys remember back then people call Ethereum chain the rich people chain? Like
Yes.
people
A
literally
lot of the
don't want to trade
reporters.
memes on there. I think
Everything
I think
expensive.
that was actually the main reason that like Solana actually going up. This is one of the reasons because people don't want to pay that gas on Ethereum. Are you kidding me? If I trade an entity, especially those big ones, how much I'm gonna pay? If I'm buying an BAYC, maybe I gotta pay 1 Ethereum, and back then Ethereum even values more.
Yep.
But right
Yeah,
now it's
like
all good.
4,000 something.
Mm-hmm.
But I think those were also the days that you could actually make more money on meme coins because gas was so high. So people wouldn't be rugging you often. Now, Solana,
Yeah.
because it's so easy for them to send it to 5, 10K and then rug you.
Mm-hmm.
On Ethereum, you couldn't do that. So it's like
It is.
you had to wait for that sucker to go up at least a couple of million or so before they would start rugging it.
It's funny because this is one of the
Yeah.
reasons many people were choosing to trade memes on Ethereum and not Solana, because there people wouldn't rug you for just a few like dollars or hundreds of dollars. They would actually have to be up to millions to be able to rug you for a good amount. Well, that is so interesting because if you think now, look, gas isn't really that huge issue anymore, right? I mean, you can mint and do many things on Ethereum without being like a total pain in the ass. So for you too, what have you been using the most now? Like, because again, I think all of us kind of started from Ethereum, right? But which ones are you using most of the time now, Leslie?
Solana, of course, and then I just started going on Robinhood, trying some of the new stuff over there. So far, it's been good.
Okay. Yeah, I have to know.
Ethereum, I do have some, but they've been sitting there. I don't even touch them. Like I don't even look at that wallet.
That's good. What about you, Gina? Which one you use the most?
Solana.
Mm. What do you do the most with Solana then? That's a good question because I think people usually ended up using Solana because you can trade and buy memes and sell memes and whatever else. But what you actually are doing there, because there is a lot of more things you can do in Solana.
Well, I think like um it's hard to like jump on different blockchains and to be trading. So like we'll have, different times where like, BNB was doing really good, Ethereum's doing really good, Robinhood's doing really good. But it's just so hard to like trench on multiple at once. So yeah, I'm totally all chain agnostic, whatever, make your money wherever you can. I'm totally for that. If there's a play here or there, I'll go to that chain. But where like, I'll trench is on Solana.
Mm. I still
I
remember
have
the
I
time
don't trade anywhere else.
no, I totally get you. It's very hard to be trenching hard on different ones. I was for a while now on Solana doing that a little bit more in the trenches, trading, buying some Solana memes. But then we have Robinhood and everything that have been going on there. It's just too much. I even thought about going there, starting to do some things, but it's just too much. But I was even remembering now and thinking that I still remember when Ellie was totally crazy into memes maybe 1 year and a half ago. Baby, are you still buying any memes these days or not more?
I never sold.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I never sold till now. But only buying the, the one in the top 100, those kind of memes. So you just hold it. For me, it's basically pretty much like holding meme coins and stuff. I mean, you gotta buy something. If I want a good chance, buy some memes. It's good chance. And it's actually funny things like we were talking about things between Ethereum and Solana. I remember I didn't actually share the story that I got into crypto. I got into a little bit. I believe it's a little bit later than NFTs. There is a phase that people are so vibing about play to earn project. There is one of these biggest one. I think it's called Stepan, right? With the shoes and stuff, you go jogging every day, you make
Mm-hmm.
money. Back then, that was the best play to earn system. And then they have, I remember I start investing my first $5,000 into
Oh,
two shoes. Into two shoes, yes. Back then, they have two chains. They mainly have two chains. One is on Ethereum, one is on Solana. Solana's shoes is actually cheap. Ethereum's instead it was going crazy. You literally have to spend one ETH for shoes. And then I got my tragedy story about that is that the first month I joined Step N, they make this very stupid announcement that they're gonna close in the Asian market. I believe it was the Chinese market. And back then, Chinese investors, they are like 85% or 90% of this play to earn project. And the moment that the founder make this announcement, the whole token just got 10. I think it was off around 70% on the same day. And then that was my story for first joining. I didn't get drained, but I joined with a crazy passion, very, very crazy passion. I was thinking that maybe I'm gonna earn every day $2,000. And then 2 weeks
And then
later,
look at you
2 weeks
now
later,
earning every hour. How crazy is that? Things come
now
full
we're earning every
circle.
hour.
oh, that's such a good hook right there. But you are going to be walking a lot, baby. That was your idea. Taking the shoes and just earning, making some marathon using the shoes.
It is actually because you need to hold your phone and then you go for jogging and then it will count all this distance that you actually jog. And it's actually have requirements. Some of these shoes you buy, you only can walk slowly. You cannot run fast. There's some sort of these requirements. Some of these is in these certain speed, and the others you need to actually jog fast. You need to run. You need to be exhausted, but that will make you earn a little bit more. It was a crazy mechanism, but yeah, it didn't went successful. At least my story wasn't successful. A lot of people actually make a tons out of that project.
Yeah, I know.
What percentage do you think like most people or even maybe yourself would have in majors and meme tokens? Because like, you know, back in the people would say like 0 should be, but obviously memes are taking over. So I'm just curious what you girls think, like what percentage is a good percentage to have of your portfolio?
Mm. Well, I believe all of us, when we started, we didn't have much of that knowledge, right? We just like, Ellie, I'm sure you went all in the shoes, or you bought, like, I will split my portfolio. We start here and there. What you did? Just the shoes?
Just the shoes.
That's a good
I
strategy.
mean, I like these kind of things. I like crazy things. Even I'm in a crypto. I don't choose the safe option. I don't choose the safe option much. I always like new things, crazy things, interesting things. So I guess I probably will be the worst person to answer this question. If any of our audience listen to my advice, it's going to be bad. So
Yeah, don't listen to us.
I'll I'll leave this question to Leslie, I think.
Yeah, Leslie is definitely more centered. I was looking to have her answer as well.
Wait, can you repeat the question? Because I got stuck on Ellie saying that
The shoes? The shoes
she was
part?
not the right person.
It was very good.
Yes. So what percentage of the average portfolio or your portfolio do you think is healthy to have memes and majors?
Oh, geez. Do you guys know I'm a true degen at heart?
Oh, jeez.
I am literally, Gina knows. I think Gina trenches more in regards to, and maybe this is wrong, but I think Gina trenches a lot more in meme coins, and I do more perps trading right now. And I think to be healthy, maybe you should have a higher percentage in stuff that's not crap, which I think that's like a lot of my higher percentage right now because like Ellie, I have a lot of stuff in my wallet that I've round tripped over and over that I didn't take profits, which now I do slowly, but it's very difficult for me to answer that just because of what I do quietly.
Trust me,
You
that's
guys
my
are
lifetime
exposing
story.
me. You guys are exposing me. I'm not a gambler. I
You
You,
were
don't
you,
need to
expecting
scare
something,
me.
Leslie. Shit. I will
I
be
would
the only
say,
weird one.
healthy. I would say probably 30%,
30.
30%
30% is a
still.
lot. 30 is a lot.
30% in shit coins.
That's a lot.
Sorry, can we curse? I would say
Of course we
that's
can.
a lot,
Oh
right?
my.
That's
Oh,
a ton of money.
girls, you guys just exposed me.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's good to see our human side, right? Yeah. It's
I've
better
always
than
been
the
very
Ellie
good at
version.
taking care of other people's portfolios except mine.
Usually. That's quite, yeah,
It's
standard
always like that.
practice.
You can tell your friends all this great advice, but like, you do even ever listen to ourselves? Nope.
Yep.
I do this like all the time with Leslie on the phone. You know, I'll be like, Leslie, do this, blah, blah, blah. But like, I won't do it for me.
Yep. Gina
Look,
gives me a lot of advice.
no, I like
But you
it's
know what?
good.
I did
Yeah.
go through a period this year though where I didn't go into a lot of memes. I kind of took time off, really
Me too.
learned futures, perp trading, and really focused on making money there, which I did. I did have a lot of losses as well. And just recently, I started getting back into meme coins. But I think taking that time off also gave me a little bit of, clarity, wisdom, discernment on what I should be going into. So I don't go into everything. Previously, if friends would put something in my DM, hey, are you going to get in this or on the timeline? And I would go in and I was 90% of their exit liquidity every freaking single time. Now I've deducted that amount to probably 5 friends that I can count in one hand that if they send me something, I'll go in. Gina's one of those. If Gina was to say, get in this, I'll get in, even if it dumps. But because, I do trust Gina, and I'm not saying that it will, I'm just saying that your circle becomes smaller when you continue to be people's exit liquidity over and over again, because it's the same people that are sending you certain CAs, and you think that you're getting in early, and then you realize that you're really not getting in that early.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
actually are quite late, right? Usually, the stories are always like that. But I believe one of the things that I say quite a lot to people, especially there is someone in particular that I have been helping a lot, and what I keep saying to this person is, you don't trust no one. You don't trust no one. The trust you gave me here on this relationship that we created, you don't do this to no one else. Believe me, this space is made of uh, earned trust. You must create your circle about that earned trust. And of course, even though with our earned trust circle, we send CAs or we send some, let's say, alphas to each other, doesn't mean that will really happen. But at the end, we just really trust each other and have that circle as the people that we can, let's say, use their advice, use their opinion about something, which we need, right? I mean, look at everything that is going on right now. Look at everything that it has happening. The Robin Hoods, the memes, the Solana memes, and then there is the rest of futures and other things that you can do with all the other tokens. So it's quite a lot for you to be covering. So if you don't have a circle and people that you can actually trust, you are just gonna lose so many opportunities out there.
Yeah, I think BC Game, you girls did a really good job at really looking like who you're bringing into the team. Because I met Fran. I know you and Leslie, a few of the other girls for a while, but like Fran couldn't be more lovely in person. And like you got and like the boys on the team, like I've known a lot of them for a really long time. And yeah, you guys just really did a great job at selecting good people. It's nice to have that around too, right? Because we have the support of all of you girls and guys now too. Like you don't feel so alone in the space, if you will, because we're communicating all the time, supporting each other, like just being there or run questions to each other, doing our little AI cute stuff, and like it's just it's nice. We have like our own little community within the space.
Now that's
So thanks.
so good to hear. I love that. Now, as you already now opened this topic, I definitely want to jump to the final part of the live where we definitely have to talk about BC and Jane for a second here. But for sure, like the family we can create, we can say family because it's literally people that you trust. You are able even to sometimes just talk whatever have in your mind, which I do quite a lot. I always have so much in my mind, I'm going crazy. I can go and talk with many of you in DMs. So, Ali, I want now to go to the part. I want to talk about what have been going on, BC and Giant. And of course, again, we here as BC family, we definitely become a circle of trust. We really trust each other and we rely on each other so much here. But Ali, what do you have to tell us about latest things that have been happening and what is ahead of us?
First of all, I create a brief of PC Engine. Let me do that first, and then we talk a little bit. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. This show is fully brought by VC Engine, the best stake-to-earn dividends mechanism in crypto history ever. Play at BC, stake your BC token into BC Engine, and every single hour you get real dollar reward. No tiers, no extra wagering. Withdraw the money anytime. Join BC Engine and become a shareholder. You start earning passive income. The house makes money, and now you get a cut. BC Engine right now, as you guys can see, for only I think right now it's around 4 months. We already distributed 5.5 million. 5.6 is coming on the way very soon. I think it happens today to our shareholders. And I want to ask you guys so far, what do you guys think about the whole product? We call this a product. It builds on the ecosystem.
It is a product. It's a great product. I mean, like, so many teams have tried to do this, right? You hear staking, and it actually makes people in the space concerned because it usually does not go well. And you guys have figured out how to create a great product. I absolutely love it. I'm just stacking up money. So, I mean, I don't know what else I can say other than just keep it coming, you know? Like, I'm just loving the engine. And it's crazy. Like, when I first got on the engine, I'm like checking and I'm like refreshing, screenshot, like to compare. And I'm like, dude, this is like absolutely insane. Like, it genuinely is. There's nowhere else that could have happened to make that much, to stack that many rewards. I actually have been restacking my rewards so I get more into, yeah. So yeah, so I'm a huge fan of the engine.
That's so good. But you mentioned a point that's just great. I want to mention that it's a lot of projects have been trying to make a whole gamification around tokens and then be able to have the stakings really giving back to people, right? And it's not happened so far. And of course, I believe here what we are talking is a product that's literally showing that in action. Is crazy. I made $40 during my night today, like 8 hours. It's insane. What about you, Leslie? How it's been the experience with the engine and overall?
I'm actually obsessed. And I talked to Gina about it a lot. I actually just started also staking some of my rewards back into it because I also want my percentage to go higher. So sometimes I don't check it. And then like today I was sitting kind of waiting and I was like, you know what? Let me go log into BC, see how we're doing. And I was like, holy moly, my rewards to claim were up. My staking amount was up. And that's one of the things that I would have really not thought of doing if I would have probably signed up with another engine. I would have just probably been collecting my monthly amount and not staking it. And I'm glad that I actually staked that full amount because I think, I'm at 3x now of earning versus if, I'm just spending it on nothing and making no money. And then I started playing, some of the games. It's like, I think one of the things that has helped me with BC is that I'm a little bit more protective of the money that I use and spend, especially when we were doing like the sports betting and things like that. It's like now I rather earn more than I lose. I started playing a few of the games on the BC engine as well. And like today I did the little dragon one. I don't remember what it's called, the bubble pop or whatever. And I actually and I just did $10 and I got $100. So I was like, okay. And a lot of the times the old me would have been like, okay, let me try one more time. Now I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm taking that and then I'll try again tomorrow. And then the other day I did the one with the popsicles and the fruits. And that one, I did cents and I actually won $59 that day. So I was like, okay, I'm going to stop right there because, again, I'm like, let me try and then I lose it all. So actually been racking up money with the engine, and the freaking enormous game library that it also has. It has a little bit of something for everybody. And I think that's one of the things that I really love is that even with my earnings, I'm able to utilize to go and play in the live casino, in the slots, or do sports bet, especially with college football and NFL coming up. So I'm looking forward to that. And I haven't really I've done it everything with my earnings and my rewards. So that's what I'm really excited. And I am freaking heavily bullish on all the women. It's like they always say women are catty or women, etc. But everybody on the BC team, all the women have been super supportive. They are amazing. Even like Gina said, even the guys, everybody has been amazing thus far. So it's been an amazing experience to be part of the BC game team.
We're great to have you.
Short and sweet, baby. I like it.
Me like as well.
We like it a lot.
I will say this quick about, first of all, the women part I like to mention, because I think right now we have been having so many discussion, because again, there is nothing happening in the market, right? So people are just literally looking something that they can throw and talk shit. And what people don't realize is that all of these beautiful women and people that we are also doxed in the space, there is also guys, but people don't really pay attention to them that much, right? But all of these people, they really connect as people in the background. And of course, here I'm talking about us BC as a family. I have been around for a very long time, and all the girls and all the ambassadors, the guys as well, we really start connecting as humans, and then us as ambassadors working here together as a family. So it's really incredible, everyone that have been getting with us. And one of the things that I love about the BC mostly is that they really want to make sure that they have the people that really want to be here. It's not about you working here, you just want to be affiliate or something like that. You really want to be part of this, especially in crypto, which is so rare to find a circle that you trust and feel like a family. So it's really good, right? It's really have been a long way so far, and I'm definitely looking forward to the future. And with that said, Ellie, do we have anything coming next that we might be looking at, maybe for the engine or BC in general?
Probably just
So far,
another
just
all
enjoy
time
the earning.
just another all time high. No biggie. Stay tuned.
Just cooking that.
Yeah.
It's literally every day. And then every day I have ambassador coming to me and they say, "Hey, Ali, the chart is going crazy. I absolutely love that." But yeah, so far we just enjoy. We're actually building, but it'll be in a little bit. We need process. We need time a little bit. So far, you guys just enjoy. As you can see that actually right after right after FIFA started, actually all the payouts and stuff is actually growing, and we were actually working on expanding our partners. Before it was just the revenue share from our original games, and right now we're trying to expand with our sportbook providers. And after that, with more different providers, different partners that we work with, we'll also join BC Engine. This is so far the part that we are working with.
Yeah, I mean, I actually was thinking when the games were over, I was like, I wonder like what the rewards are gonna look like. And well done. I mean, the other day, I think like I looked at it and like it was like 3 days ago, and I think in like a 6 hour period, I made like almost like $30-40, and I was like, how? This is just crazy. Insane. So yeah, well done. Thank you so much for like, all that you do, having us a part of BC. Me and Leslie are like, we just love it. The green, all the things. We're like, does this look good? Photo. So it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday I went to the bar and BC Engine paid everything that I ate and drank. So thank you, BC Engine. Very good job.
I think it's the day that we pay out 130K. What Gina mentioned.
It was
There's a
crazy.
day.
I really would. I
Yes.
should go and look back and see like how much I got paid for the day because I was just like, what is going on? Like, why am I getting paid so much right now? It was incredible.
This is actually the beauty. This is actually the beauty of these mechanism of these products, that once you get in, you get obsessed with it, and then once you're already in BC, people actually enjoy. Okay, there's a lot of games here. I can entertain myself. I can play a little bit. So that's why the whole activities volumes is going up, and the payout is going up after that. So you see, we just keep waiting for the new all-time high.
Amen. It's coming
Right.
right next to the in the corner. Well, of course, all of us here, we are biased talking about this, and we definitely want to encourage you to take a look and decide for yourself. One thing that I want to mention is definitely just looking here in the screen. I was sharing a little bit of the numbers. You can go check yourself, do your due diligence. Very interesting, and I can mention, as Ali just said, the games, the active games that are being part of the whole engine are going up. So I think we had maybe 60, and now it's 84 games that are participating. So that's incredible. And again, go there, take a look yourself. It's truly, we are sharing from our own experience. I still remember when BC token was live, and I remember talking about when we were at 10 million market cap, and now we are at more than 220 million market cap. And again, go study, understand why this is happening, but it's pretty much a whole ecosystem that is giving a portion of their own earnings from fees and stuff back to the player, back to you, so you become literally a shareholder, part of this, more than just being an active player and being part of the family. So I'm really excited, looking for all-time high. And yeah, babe, I think that was it for today. Do you have anything else would you like to cover or ask the girls?
No, oh, good. I think the girls also mentioned about sport. So we'll be also focusing on sport for this Baddie talk. And there's sport episode coming very soon. And then we'll make those announcements ASAP. How do you think?
Go Patriots.
Take that back. No.
What kind of sport
Oh
you
my God,
guys
I just want to see
wanna
Gina's face
talk
because
about?
she's a diehard Eagles fan. So I was like,
Chief.
take that back.
I'm a football person.
Yeah.
I'm the American football.
What about
NFL.
yeah, her
American.
the NFL? What about you, Ellie? Do you watch any sports?
Before it was basketball. Watch a lot.
Okay,
But
cool. I
lately,
actually
not too
played
many times.
basketball growing up. I loved playing. It was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Very
say that after Kobe Bryant retired, I didn't watch much. But before, I watch a lot.
yeah.
I think in China it's huge, right? They love
It,
special NFL, NBA,
NFL?
sorry,
No. NBA.
NBA. Yeah, I
Anna?
knew they do that. They are very fans of the basketball in USA. I used to watch pretty much all of them, but these days it's very hard with the time zone, right? So everything becomes quite complicated. But you girls then follow NFL mostly.
Yeah.
And college football.
Okay.
Football. I love football.
Wow.
We're going to talk
We're gonna
about
have
that.
to do something about
The
that.
American football, the NFL, the American football. Jen.
I go crazy with that thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, even Australia calls soccer. I'm like, bro, oh shit. Yeah. soccer.
Just so everyone's clear,
But
Janet
Australian
is a
football.
Philadelphia Eagles fan. We're going to make that clear. She's a huge Eagles fan. She's wearing green today for the Eagles.
That's true.
See?
Yeah. Mhm. I am
Jenna,
Brandon Brand.
I will definitely get you a Patriots jersey. I do have quite a few.
Okay.
I'll get you a custom Eagles jersey. No.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh
That's
my
nice.
goodness.
Getting more
Funny.
fans.
So, yes. Yeah, but American football is really fun. I hope that you tune in this year.
When is it
It's going to
starting?
be in August.
Okay, so right now.
Well, right
Yeah.
now, yeah.
This
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, I think the first game is in September, but we're in it'll be like preseason.
Okay. So yeah, I see. We now preseason. It start the games on Friday. So yeah, I think you girls also do some sport betting around the games.
I do,
Oh, yeah.
but regular season, not preseason.
Yeah, I was talking with my brother and I was telling him about the engine, and I was like, I am gonna flip this, so I want you to help me put in my bets. Because he knows the players better than I do, of course. So it'll be fun that we'll get to do that together.
Yeah, I did that with the World Cup. I was taking like other devices and then
Yeah.
deciding where to place the bets. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, it's fun.
So next episode we're gonna do sport. Jenna.
Well,
We'll be playing you August 22nd, Leslie. We play Patriots preseason.
which day? 27.
August 22nd. It's
Oh,
going
that's
down.
gonna be. It's
Ooh,
on. We're gonna live stream watching it
We're
together.
Yeah, we'll be trolling each other on the timeline.
Yes, I think we're gonna create a fight on the timeline.
Yep. Yeah, that's gonna be. Well, so
You two
I'll give you the
fighting
tea
together?
of why this game's gonna be really exciting. So AJ Brown was one of our players, and we traded him to the Patriots. And the whole Eagles fan base absolutely can't stand him because he basically
Yes.
ruined our season and trashed us. So this is gonna be an insane game, an absolute insane game. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Ali,
But-
Gina, and I have fought on the timeline, play fight. People think we're serious, but that would get us a lot of visibility and impressions. And sometimes people would believe it. They're like,
Yeah,
One
and
time
we'll
I
do
thought it was true. I was thinking was
Yeah.
true. I was like, what the fuck?
We're
So
like,
if you guys
Gina, you
ever want
ready?
to take fight on the timeline, let us know.
We will do it.
We will do it. We will
We're
do
looking
it.
forward to that.
Yeah.
I wrote down. So we definitely will follow up about that. Very good one.
Yeah.
Well, so baby, we're definitely gonna have NFL. We're gonna have to be covering. Actually, fun enough. The time right now is very good for NFL related games and discussions and stuff. It's like all this morning for me and Nelly, and the night for you girls. So yeah, we definitely will have to be doing some things around sport betting. And as we said, today was the first episode. I'm so happy that it worked. Literally, that was a victory. And then we're gonna start having these all the Sundays and Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And we expect to have you all with us, everyone that is joining and watching this later on. We're gonna have fun, just having a Baddie talk and having some fun, chatting with each other, looking what is happening. And yeah, we need to have some fun more, especially with this market as horrible as it is right now. Ellie, do you have final words for us today?
Final words is that we're gonna have this Baddie talk on Sunday. So come join us. We're gonna figure out what's topic we're gonna talk very soon. We're gonna be. I want to clip some of our clips. I think that we will make some funny moment, and then let's do that. We'll see you guys. And also, if you guys will also want to join, we also live on Gosh, and our account is also Baddie Talk. You can search in the search bar and easily find us on there. And for Gosh, we will occasionally do in BC token airdrops. This is so, guys. We'll see you guys next time on Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're going to have so much more fun. Thank you so much for joining, Leslie and Gina. Today was amazing. We're good to have you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, girls. See you, everyone, next time. It was a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye, bye, bye.